All right, so we're going to be solving the second problem. How many grams of aluminum are required to react with 27.8 grams of iron oxide? The first thing that we're going to need to do is check to make sure that the equation is balanced. So I'm going to make that reaction product chart. I got three elements: aluminum, iron, and oxygen. So AlFeO. On the reactant side, I have one aluminum, I have two irons, I have three oxygen. On the product side, we've got two aluminums, one iron, three oxygen. And so I'm going to go ahead and try and balance the aluminums out first. I'm going to do that by multiplying the reactant side by 2. So I'm going to put times 2. And whenever I multiply by a number here, I'm going to put it as a coefficient right there. So now I'm going to make another reactant product chart. Aluminum, iron, oxygen, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3. And so they're going to balance out this irons right here by doing the same thing. I'm going to multiply it by 2 and then place that 2 as a coefficient in front of iron. And now if I make my last reaction product, 1 AlFeO, I have 2 aluminums on this side, 2 aluminums on this side, 2 irons on this side, 2 on this side, 3 and 3. So now my equation is completely balanced and I can go ahead and get started with the stoichiometric calculations. So the given in this problem is 27.8 grams of Fe2O3. Whenever we start off with grams, we're going to need to convert to moles next. I don't know how many moles 27.8 grams is, but I know that 1 mole of Fe2O3, I can calculate that by looking at the masses of each element from the periodic table. So I'm going to find the molar mass of Fe2O3 by taking 2 times the mass of iron, which is 55.9 grams, plus 3 times the mass of oxygen, which is 16 grams. And that's going to get me 159.8 grams. And this is the number that's going to go in the denominator of my fraction. So I have 159.8 grams Fe2O3. Now that I have however many moles of iron oxide, I need to convert that to moles of aluminum because that's what the problem's asking for. How much aluminum do we need? I know that we use 2 moles of aluminum for every 1 mole of iron oxide. All right. And this last part is going to be converting from moles of aluminum to grams of aluminum. I can find the mass of 1 mole of aluminum by looking at the periodic table. So 1 mole of aluminum weighs 26.89. I'm just going to round that to 27 grams. So I'll go through, make sure all my units cancel out. I want my last unit to be grams of aluminum. So I have this one canceling off with this one. Moles up here, canceling out with moles down here. Moles of aluminum, canceling out with moles of aluminum. So I'm just left with grams of aluminum. So I'm going to take 27.8 times 1 times 2 times 27 and then divide by 159.8 to get my final answer. So we have 27.8 times 1 times 2 times 27, and then we're going to divide that number by 159.8. So I'm going to get that my final answer is going to be 9.39 not grams, sorry, not moles, grams of aluminum. So that's my final answer. When you have 27.8 grams of iron oxide, you're going to need 9.39 grams of aluminum for a balanced reaction.